little sister is doing this little performance. I gotta find out what time. I mean, we've been trying to find out like just when it is, like for how long now. I found out it's tomorrow. We just don't know what time, which service she's doing it in. So I gotta find that out so I can like go support her and watch her. Hopefully it's the 10:31, not the 7:31. But yeah. Especially since I'm gonna stay up tonight and get some work done, which I found is like so much better for me. Like I tried to do the whole like an entire day routine, you know, like wake up early, go to bed early, and no, it's not me. It's like, hasn't been me since I was like 10. So yeah, I'm more of like a night owl. I used to be a morning person. Like when I was little, I would wake up at like 5:30 and join my mom for the news in the morning. She'd be like half asleep. I'd actually be watching the news. But yeah, I haven't watched the news in like how many years? So, but yeah, crap. I missed my turn again. Oh well. Oh wait, no, this is it. Okay, I didn't write it. But yeah, I'm like, you were first. Are you gonna go? You were. Okay, it was my turn, dude. It's fine. I'm trying to be like a less annoyed driver, which is fun. Like I actually did pretty good this afternoon, so I'm proud of myself. But yeah. Oh, great. It's gonna be behind me soon. Ignore this. Yeah. So pray for me. I'm working on it, you know. But yeah. Oh, I said I was gonna share about like last time. So I told her. But I finally like reread James. And this morning. So yeah, it's so good. It's filled with like so much good stuff. But basically, I'm gonna get all the way home. Basically about, you know, like going through trials and temptations and what that's all about and what kind of person are you going to be and I don't need here. Where is it? Oh, the back windows were slightly open. I slowed down. But yeah, what's I saying? Oh yeah. Okay, this window still sounds like it's open. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking because your car is busted up a little bit. That wasn't me, that was my which I'm like, I hate it though. It's like we need to hurry up and get it fixed because I feel like people are always looking at me when I'm driving and they think I busted up in the back. So it's like I did not do that. Like it's horrible. I just got gas after dropping stuff off, and it's like every time I get gas, it is like you really have to pull the door open because it's like it got all busted up back there, and that's also why like well, I don't know what it is. When I drive, the gas stays perfectly fine. In fact, it usually doesn't move an inch, or like even a space of sand, you know. So I don't know. The gas always goes out whenever my mom drives. So I don't know how she drives. disappear like that. Love my mom. There's just some quirks about her. Everybody got the quirks. And one of hers is making gas disappear. But yeah. And also getting into a lot of accidents. I'm surprised that was like the first accident she got into with this car. Because like growing up, she would get into so many accidents. The insurance. I feel like so bad. Like I shouldn't be talking about it. But it's funny stories, you know. It's like it's whatever. She talks a lot of stories about me too, so it's fine. But yeah, the insurance like went up for her after like 3 accidents in such close proximity. But yeah, we had like 3, at least while I was growing up, we had 3 different, no, we had 4, because there was the one when I was a baby. So we had like 4 different vans in my childhood. And that was literally just until, because our last one just kind of got old. We did get into a mini accident with that one, but then that wasn't like the issue. And that one was actually the other person's fault. It just got old and like stopped working, and then that's like, no, 11. I was 11 years old is when my parents split up. Yeah, this summer I was 11. And then yeah, so actually, and at that time I was going to a charter school in what's that called? Collegiate, which is where my mom taught. She was a teacher at Collegiate. And then so like after like wow, we actually had to like walk to school, like all the way from Wanalua Valley to my school. We met like in the morning and in the afternoon we met at Bishop Museum, so that's where I would go. And then my mom obviously had to walk even farther to Collegiate High. And then I actually had a phone because I went there 5th and 6th grade, and then I went to their online school the first semester of 7th grade. So I actually had my first phone when, like, cell phone. It was like one of those ratchet phones, you know, you pay by the minute kind of thing, and it was like it was the ratchet version of a BlackBerry. But I mean, I didn't care. I was just like, I got a phone, like, but it was just a phone because I had to walk from, I was 10, and I had to walk from the Bishop Museum to my mom's school every day after school because we got out early. Like, we had a different schedule than everyone else. We also had a longer summer than everyone else. That was like so awesome. And yeah. So although that school has its own issues too. Honestly, every school I went to had its own issues. That's just life. Which is funny because the whole reason I switched schools was because my mom thought that it would make life better for me school-wise because of issues from my elementary school, or my old elementary school. And then it was just like, no. And in fact, there was actually extra stuff that went on at that, like, and when I stopped going there and stuff, and yeah, it was just crazy. But honestly, so many stories. I keep like saying I want to write a book or like books series on like my entire life. But, like, obviously be one of those authors that writes it in like a hidden way that like people don't know it's me. talk about it anyway, right? So it's like, why not make it into a book series? That would take a really long time because I got a lot to talk about. But yeah. So like half an hour. So probably be at the park for like, I brought my stuff. I've like been really good at starting to bring my stuff with me, like my notebooks for work on the go, because if I don't have them and I want to write something down, then I'm like, crap, where do I put it? Like I used to do it in my notes on my phone, but it's like, no, that doesn't work. You actually have to have it down on paper. So, but yeah. So pretty. I'm actually tempted to go to the beach over there. You know, I'm thinking like next week I am going to bring my swimsuit with me and go to the beach after my Costco trip before I pick up my mom, you know? Because like I need a tan and then I also just want to get in the water. Like, it's so pretty. But yeah, so that's pretty much my day and life, and but yeah, I don't know.
95.5, The Fish.
Drinking some water, you know. You gotta stay hydrated. Yeah. Ooh. I think I'm gonna have some fish for dinner tonight. I don't know if it's all thawed out though. I swear, fish takes forever to thaw out. No, even chicken. Honestly, anything else frozen, it takes forever to thaw out. Like, I actually, like the last time I went to Costco for a personal trip, and I got strawberries stuff, I like 2 pounds, you know, like it's cheaper to get the 2-pounder, plus obviously why wouldn't you? And then so I would put put 1 pound in the fridge and 1 pound in the freezer, and then like this one night I wanted some strawberries, you know, but obviously all the ones that were in the fridge were all gone. I used them in smoothies and ate a few in the soaps, but I wanted to eat some strawberries, and they were frozen, and they were taking too long to what's it called? I just said it. Like defrost, I guess. I guess I didn't say it, but anyway, so I just kind of like ate them while they were frozen. Like I just like put them in my mouth, like an icy pop, you know, and just slowly bite it as it like slowly got cooled down. My teeth weren't very happy about that, but my tasting sensations were. So yeah. But yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna check this off because as I get over here by the mountains, it starts getting, the radio doesn't like to work. I don't know why. I wonder if like the tower is on the other side of the mountains and that's why it interferes when you get into the mountains. Because it works out here and it's like an open crater kind of thing. So I don't know. It's weird. Ooh. Someone's got a Billy Graham sticker on their car. Kind of sad that he passed away, but at least he's in heaven, so that's a whole lot better than this crazy earth that people decided to make it crazy. But yeah, my grandparents still watch his old like replays from his sermons and stuff. Like I'm I'm sorry. I don't understand people who like to go to like big churches like that. Like that's just there's no like church is supposed to be a community, you know. You're supposed to be able to like fellowship with at least a good handful of the people there at your church, you know, like who are part of your church. Cuts, you know, church is the people, not the place you meet at. So, like, normally when people think of church, they think like the church building and stuff. Well, guess what? My church meets at the beach. So, yeah. Which is so awesome too. I love it. It's like the first time I went there, I thought it was kind of weird. And then I'm like, this is like super awesome. Yeah, I don't like even the stuff at church, or even if it has AC, it's just like I don't know. It's weird. Oh, I can't go in here. Oh wait, can I? Nope. If people moved over, then I would have been able to, but I don't know how to park. It's fine. Totally fine. Oh, people don't know how to park at Costco either. Like, normally I can easily pull in to a parking spot there, but I had to back into one because people don't know how to park. They were taking up like 2 parking places and stuff, and they were pulled out too far, and they were like crooked, and yeah. I don't know, so I had to pull back in to the spot that this one guy came out of, because it was like the only logical spot. Ooh, too close. That's good. But yeah. So I haven't eaten anything since like noon. Surprisingly, I'm not starving. I'm like starting to get a little hungry though. I had like like they finally started giving out like samples at Costco recently, maybe a few weeks ago. But they're like, oh, you have to take it to go, you know, because all these people are dumb with the whole mask. Another thing with the mask, you know what's funny? Like, the whole point of the mask is to like, right, they're like, oh, keep your stuff to yourself, you know, your breathing, your snot, your cough, your everything. Guess what? When people want to sneeze or cough, they take that damn mask off, and then they sneeze and cough on you. Yeah, that was disgusting. That didn't happen this week, but that happened last week. One was by a middle-aged man who coughed on me. The sneeze was by a little boy. So, no. Funny how they're both males though, you know? And people want to say that boys are better than girls, easier than girls. No. Like, yeah. Anywho, so yeah, I have like 20 minutes. I'll have to go pick up my mom. So I'm gonna get some work done, and if y'all want to hear a particular funny story about me, you know, just let me know. And I can share that next time, because like I said, I have a ton. Some of them aren't funny. But I have a ton of stories. Like, I have like 22 years of stories. So, yeah. And I have at least one memory from every age. And I mean every age. The only story I have about like when I was, or no, I have two. I have two memories of like when I was like an infant. And they're both from the day I was born. So, yeah. Which, yeah. I don't know. Apparently I'm unique because that's not supposed to be possible for you to, like, remember the day you were born kind of thing, or just, like, an infant age, you know, like any of that. But, yeah. So, my doctors thought it was cool, but creepy. Then again, I, like, have a very good memory. So, which is funny, because, like, people tried to, like, argue with me about, like, what they said, what I said, or, like, what happened, or anything, just, like, anything, right? And then I'm like, especially in my family, like, somebody will say something, and I'm like, that's, no, like, we're, like, they'll literally, it'll be 2 seconds later, like, they'll say something, and then they'll, like, go, say that they said something else, right? And I'm like, okay, where are the cameras, the microphones? We need a real, like, okay, so, like, my whole thing with Big Brother, right? Oh, which is, like, I'm, like, sad. I won't be, like, the first person from Hawaii to, be on the show when I finally am on the show, because this season, this dude, although he's originally from, it was either Ohio or Idaho, one of those. I think it's Ohio. I think he's originally from Ohio. So, technically, I've been born and raised and lived here my whole life, so I guess I technically would be the first from Hawaii, because, you know, yeah. So, yeah. But, and I don't know, I'm sad that he's, like, why do you have to represent Hawaii? Because he is, like, no, I don't like, I went and, like, looked at, they finally released all the info on the, house guests for this season, and I'm like, I don't like you. No, you shouldn't be representing. Say that you're from, you know, Ohio, where you're originally from. Don't talk about Hawaii, because you ain't gonna represent us well. There's, like, a couple players that I'm, like, thinking I have to wait till, like, they get in the house to really, you know, because they don't obviously say everything in their summary of questions. So I have to see, but there's, like, this one black guy who I think will be really good, and then there's this one gal, or no, maybe two of the gals, I'm not sure, or no, I think it's the one gal, because the other gal, I'm like, she's, like, one of those girls that looks like, you know, like, she seems, like, all sweet and all that, but then she's gonna, like, twist around and bring out the other side of her, you know, like she is, yeah, I don't know. So, but the other one does genuinely seem like a really good person. So it's like those two people who I'm like, I think I'm gonna root for them. But it'll also be really cool if they paired up to go to the final two together. But yeah. Like, see, I really love the regular Big Brother, but, like, the celebrity Big Brother, right? You think it would be awesome, right? And extra awesome, but it's not. It's stupid and boring, and I stopped watching that after the first season, after three episodes. I was like, I'm done. This is just ridiculous. So, yeah. I'm not a fan of celebrity Big Brother. I am a fan of, like, Big Brother, and then Big Brother Over the Top. I wish they would do another season of Big Brother Over the Top, because that was great. Yeah. I just really hope I, like, get on next year. This year I found out too late they were accepting people. So, and someone's texting me. Oh, no, shoes. Okay, I hate that. I'm like, I don't even know that you liked it, or, like, whatever. Like, phones need to stop sending the entire text, or you know, like they can just send like something like on the side, you know, like a star or something, or like check mark on the side of the text, but don't send the entire text. Like, I know what the text says, like, so don't tell me exactly what they liked, you know, like, and type it out. Like, I don't even know that. You're just wasting up texting space. So yeah, phones are a little dumb. They're actually dumb in a lot of ways. Like, I don't know what happened earlier, but my Facebook went a little berserk and cray cray this morning, but then it's like, it's back to normal. But yeah, I keep saying I'm gonna do some work and then I keep talking. I'm so bored, okay? I barely see people except for like my family and then church when I'm at church. So yeah, I need some people interactions, you know, even though this is just me talking to like a screen. I need a talk story. I'm so bored. But yeah. Or I guess another people interaction I have is with my TV shows, you know. And I get to like talk back at them when they're stupid, you know, or it's funny, or like something, I don't know, you know. But yeah. Other than that, I don't have any friends or anything, so shocker. Oh, okay, I do have friends. The gals on my team. But they're like all on the mainland. Well, there's like 2 girls who are directly under me that live here, but like they live so far away. We may live in an island, but it's still like big. Other than that, I ain't got no friends. So yeah, which is fine. I've literally been a loner since birth, you know. Well, not birth, because obviously you're surrounded by people at the hospital. Like once, you know, I got home and stuff, I was mostly just in the crib. And I had to make my time fun by myself, so yeah. Yeah. And there's like dogs barking. I kind of feel bad for children. So cute. The baby. But yeah, I kind of feel bad for children. It's like the dad's not wearing a mask, but he's like making his son wear a mask. Like, I feel so bad. And he's like scootering around. It's like, that takes energy, and like will get you out of breath, and like you have this mask suffocating you. Like, yep, that's my nose is stuffed up. You know what? I have essential oils for that, so there we go. Like I've mentioned before, how this stuff is like so good. Like, especially when you actually have to, you know, to go into like stores and wear that stupid mask. It makes your breathing so much better. But yeah. What I need to get more of is like their peppermint, but they got rid of like the roly one. It's only the little bottle one where you like pour it out, but I wish they still had the roll one, because that one is like, it's peppermint, is their peppermint is really good for headaches and like body aches. although the Deep Relief, I use that for body aches, that one works perfectly fine, but it doesn't help with like, you know, like if you, it also, like their peppermint also helps like you feel nauseous, or, you know, like for females when they have their menstrual cycle, and yeah, obviously headaches or migraines, like but yeah, which actually, you know, the funny thing about it, I haven't had a migraine since I started going on like these long walks, and I meant to go like last night for like a nice walk down to the beach, and then it didn't happen. But yeah, like I noticed, like, so I'm really glad like that I'm actually getting my butt to get back into exercising like more consistently than I was. But yeah, and walking may not help me lose weight, at least not that, unless it's like hills and stuff like that, but it's good for my migraines, so, you know, either one. I got my products to help me lose weight, so, which I need to order some more, but yeah. But I haven't gained anything since. I stopped for a little while. Well, also partly because it's like helped me to get into better eating habits too. Like, like don't get me wrong, I love my, okay, except for last week when I don't know, I was craving ice cream so bad. I went and got like a gallon thing of ice cream from Safeway, and I ate that thing in like 3 days. But yeah, like the products are still, you know, it's like I maybe gained, I don't know, I haven't weighed myself, but as far as like, you know, fitting into my clothing, I probably only gained like half a pound, excuse me, from that. And it was like a gallon of ice cream, which is like a lot more than a pound. So yeah, that's why, like, I love, well, not just, that's not the only thing, but that's like one thing I love about our products, because like personally I have a really, oh, I gotta pee my mom in like 10 minutes. I'll probably go there in like 5. But like I said, I don't really lose weight from walking, and that's because I found out, like, which is also, oh my goodness, my nose, I need like a tissue, but I don't have a tissue. And I don't even like have anything, like, it's not, like, it's just stuffed up all dry, which is like so bad. I hate this, it's very uncomfortable. What was I saying? Right, so like I never knew why I was, because like I've always been active ever since I could walk, or I guess even since I could crawl, you know. But I would climb on everything and just walk, run around and stuff. Yeah. And I've played like almost every sport there is, almost every sport. But I was just always chunky. I was still like, no matter what, like couldn't lose any weight. And I finally, it took me like this long to find out why. And that's because like my specific DNA has something to like do with it, you know. It's like I have all the info, which also helps me, you know, like to know like what foods are better for me, or like portion size of certain foods and stuff like that. And then also like the fact about exercise, where it's like I basically have to do CrossFit in order to like CrossFit like continuously in order to lose weight just from exercising, or lose any weight from exercising. It's like, excuse me, no, no thank you. Have y'all seen CrossFit? Like, no, it's not your girl. But yeah, like, I mean, I like with lifting weights and stuff, and, you know, doing minimal kind of endurance and stuff, you know, like, I'm not a runner. It's like, I have asthma and hypothyroidism, and it really kills my lungs if I run and stuff. And I found out that, like, even going a short distance, like, I know how to, like, control my breathing when I'm exercising, but if I, like, do too much that my body can't handle, then I can't control my breathing. And then everything goes haywire. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I haven't ever run in my life. Like, I'm actually a pretty fast runner. I used to be faster. But I have to, like, stop and catch my breath a lot, like, if I'm running a lot and stuff. And I've had, like, I think 2 asthma attacks. Well, 3, I guess, in my, like, at least bad ones, you know, my entire life. I only had an inhaler when I was, like, 4, because my little brother also had issues with breathing at that time. I think it had something to do with, like, his seizure at the time or whatever. So it messed with his breathing for a little while. So he had to be on, like, this special machine for, I forget how long, like a certain amount of time each night before bed. And then I had, like, a bad asthma attack, so I guess, like, since they were already doing that, like, they decided to get a little bit of inhalers, and I had, like, 3. And then once those were gone, it's like, that's it. So yeah, I haven't had, like, an inhaler since. Oh my goodness. And I have to go pick up my mama around the corner. So just U-turn it, because it's faster if I go this way. But yeah. So I don't deal with running. But I do like the really long walks, and that actually helps my lungs, I found out. Like, that's been strengthening my lungs, so I think that's why it's like I've been getting, like, a little congestion lately, because it's like all the bad stuff is coming out. But yeah. She quit a little while ago. I'm not sure why. I think she said she was like going through stuff in her life, and it's like, that's the thing. It's like, said, I'm surprised the security guard is here. There was no one here, like all Saturday last week, and then there was nobody here earlier when I dropped my mom off. So, I don't know. Another kid wearing a mask while everyone else is at work. Some parents. Like I said, I feel bad. Let's get out. Oh, and here comes my mom. So, hey. Okay. So I'll chat with y'all later.